Thank you very much for your question about TUPE. So for those of you who don't know, TUPE is a law that applies when your employment transfers from one employer to another in certain circumstances. And the effect of TUPE is that your terms and conditions remain the same from one employer to another, and your continuous service continues as well. So in relation to your question here, if your employer has agreed to the contractual term for you to work from home and to attend the office once a month, then in order for the new employer that you're transferring to make that change to require you to work in the office, for example, or to be more frequently in the office, they would need to go through the same process in relation to agreeing a change to the terms and conditions with you. So it's unlikely that they can simply make the change without your consent or consultation. And secondly, in relation to the protection that TUPE provides, your employer can't make changes to your terms and conditions unless they have an economic, technical or organisational reason for doing so. This is known as an ETO reason. So there are limited circumstances in which an employer can make a change to terms and conditions merely because you have transferred to their employment under TUPE. Now, that being said, if the new employer can show that they have one of those reasons, an economic, organisational or technical reason for the change, then they would be permitted under TUPE to make that change. They would still need to consult with you and go through the process of making a change to your terms and conditions in exactly the same way as any other employer would, your existing employer, for example. It's really important, in my view, to check exactly what your contract says about your working conditions, where you work. If you have any letters or anything that was agreed in writing about a change to your terms so that you could work from home, it's important to keep that safe and ensure that you engage in discussions with the incoming employer to make sure you understand exactly what their intentions are. Now, if they do intend to make a change that's going to be detrimental to you and you don't wish to accept it, then it would certainly be worth getting some advice about your situation and the next steps and the best way of going about resisting that change.